Hello YouTube, how you guys doing today? Peace, love, power, and light to the gods and goddesses of planet Kai, Mother Gaia, all my star family that moves interdimension, and all other life forms on other planets, all the planets, everything in the cosmos. I'm sending love, peace, love, and light. So how you guys doing today? The energy on the planet right now, I gotta say, it's getting real. What I've noticed within the past 2 days specifically, shit's hitting me way, my emotional, my spiritual emotions, like my love, my feeling of love for things has intensified like 100-fold. Just in the past 2 days, I've probably broken down in tears. And the last maybe 10 times, maybe like eight to 10 times, over just me being in complete awe and love for certain things within nature, what it provides for us. Sometimes I'll go outside in the morning and I'll talk to the animals. I'll talk to everything in the cosmos and send that message into the universe. And it'll just straight up bring me to tears. But it's a different feeling. It doesn't feel like crying used to feel before. Like, it's like our bodies are letting go of the pain. They're letting go of the unnecessary baggage that we've carried on our backs for our whole lives. But only for the ones who are willing to take the hero's journey. And all of us have a purpose. But understand this, we all have our place. And that's something that when I came to that realization, the pieces started coming together. We are not all the same. We are all connected, but we are not all the same. We each have our role. Where do you think the military got their ideas for sergeants, generals, foot soldiers, air soldiers, etc., etc., all these different positions? But it's grouped into one thing, the military, if that's a decent analogy. So it's like that really for a lot of different things, if you look at it. And all the shit that is existing on this earth, planet Kai today, is the wisdom and knowledge and the teachings and ideas that have been stolen from our ancient ancestors. And that information, the true information you have inside of you, always has been there since you were a baby. And especially when you were a baby, when you were the most connected. So the reason I say that, I know there's a lot of people, and this is what a lot of people gotta understand. When people like Kala, Riz, and different other YouTube channels, different beacons of light, there is an artificial race on this planet. The Nordics. The Nordics were put here and sent here through an interdimensional portal by the jealous god Amun in the times of ancient Kemet. And these Nordics came from a completely different solar system, completely different galaxy. And see, this is where it gets deep. The shit gets deeper than you ever think. And ever since I started learning, my only goal has been to dive deeper and deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole. Because that's how you unlock your DNA. A lot of people thought December 21st that it was going to be like Christmas and someone was just going to walk up to you and hand you superpowers. Look at me. You've always been the superpower. You've already had the wisdom and knowledge of the ages within you. You've always had that shit. But we fail to understand that sometimes when we're put through certain moments, especially adversity. We get caught and lost in the sauce. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't have the sauce. That's why they get lost in it. They get lost in other people and other ideas and things of this world. When you reach a certain level of intelligence, a certain level of maturity, where you can sit down with no phone, no meditation music, outside, and I prefer in nature. I usually do meditate with certain frequencies, just so I can tap into certain frequencies. However, I believe it's super important to meditate without any sound except with the sound of nature, if you can get out into nature. Depends on where you live. If you're watching this video, I know there's a lot of stupid shit going down in the UK and different other third world countries where people are locked inside their homes right now, can barely even walk outside. And for y'all, this is the time you got to tap in the most, especially my melanated gods and goddesses. This is your planet, and this is me speaking to the gods and goddesses right now. This is your planet. It's always been your planet. It was invaded by a different species, the Nordics, who on Moon started splicing and they realized that they were highly outnumbered by the melanated carbonated beings on the planet, because the Aboriginal people were the ones who were here always first, always. And these Nordics and these which turned into Caucasians, etc., learned everything that they know from the Aboriginal people of this world, who were here before anybody. And you can accept that shit, you cannot accept that shit, but that's forensically, geologically, historically, etymologically proven to be true. And for people to understand the truth, you have to drop all attachments, because your attachments are what holding you to this third dimension. If you want to exist and elevate into higher realms, you got to check yourself, or the universe is going to check it for you. Because you might be granted, I've said this in another video, and I only say that because I've experienced this, and I'm sure many other people have too. Sometimes you'll be granted all the things you want in the universe. Everything. The money, the girls, the drugs, whatever it may be. I've been in that position. When I was 17, after my senior year of high school, my grandmother I was living with, they didn't treat me the best. And they kept my mind caged, the left and right hemisphere of my brain caged, where I didn't know who the fuck I was. But at the end of the day, they still had a choice to raise me or leave me in foster care. And they chose to raise me. So at the end of the day, I love them. But I know that's something that, through all the pain that I put them through, me cutting all connections off from them, I know they won't understand that. They're going to look at this shit from a 3D perspective. But they don't see me as a multi-dimensional being. They see me as a human. And I am not human at all. At all. I have that Aboriginal Anunnaki blood within me. I have all the same features, everything. I am mixed. Because my dad, but I ended up taking up some of those recessive genes. My dad is European. My mother is Aboriginal, Native American, which from tapping into my ancestry through my meditation, I feel a deep, close connection to the Washita. And I'm sticking with it. My intuition has never led me wrong. I predicted, before I even started watching certain YouTube videos with certain information, I had the answers already. My girlfriend can back that up. I would tell her shit that I felt deep in my soul, that I felt was about to happen. Happens that week. Literally, word for word. That's happened to me over and over and over and over. And those are lessons. That's the universe showing you your true power. That's showing you who the fuck you are as a multidimensional being. You don't just exist here. I was tapping into higher intelligence, cosmic intelligence, universal oneness. And I'm sticking with my gut for the rest of my life as long as I'm here in this third dimension. Like I said, never led me wrong. But I'll stray back to the topic. And that's what I kind of wanted to focus on within this video, is that everyone was looking for these superpowers. Everyone was looking for a way out, because that's the way that I look at it. And don't get me wrong, at first, when months before December 21st, when it became very trend heavy within the conscious community, I fell for it too. We all fall for shit. But I quickly pulled myself out of that mindset. And again, my girlfriend's been there with me the whole time. She could back up everything I'm saying. But I don't need to, because At the end of the day, when you look in my eyes and you hear my voice and the way that I form my words, you know if I'm telling the truth. You know if I'm lying. You have those answers within you. And what's the point of me? I have no reason to come on here and start lying to people, especially when no one's even barely watching these videos. However, I know these videos are going to reach the right people. I had someone come across my channel that I know you'll probably watch this video. And it's cool shit, man. That's what, when I first started this channel, I told myself, I don't give a fuck how many views I get. I don't care about subscribers. I don't care about likes. None of that. There's plenty of other channels way more popular than me. But I came to an understanding. And that's that certain people are going to be sent your way. Certain people that have the message to be spoken in the correct way for the way your brain works. And there's certain people where I've heard the same fucking message over and over, but it's been told in different ways. And I would just hear it once by a different person. I'd be like, oh shit, now it clicks. Now I get it. So that was the whole intention of me starting this channel. Because I know the way the universe guided certain channels to me, like Riz and Kala Mayat Raw. I'm sorry, I had a little brain starter there. I just got done going for a run in the cold, so I still got a little more working out to do though after this video. But the universe led certain channels to me, and I know it's going to do the same for certain people like it just did with my last video. And that's the universe showing me, keep going. That's what gave me the motivation to make this video today. I just went for a really long run, doing push-up sets in between. I'm not tired. I don't get tired. I'm up late, I'm journaling. I'm writing down business ideas. I'm also writing down spiritual shit. I'm on a different wavelength right now when it comes to my consciousness. I'm connecting to the shit around me. And a lot of people will tell you don't start a business right now. I'm not like batting on anything. I don't just put my effort into one thing and then just be like, oh, that's going to be the golden ticket. Shouldn't do that shit with anything. If you only got one piece of food on your plate, so to speak, metaphorically, you're doing this shit wrong. I've said this in an older video, that a lot of people like me, when I talk, this is from self-experience. I'm not going to ever put no one down. I'm going to tell you how I fucked up and how I don't want you to fuck up because I love you. At the end of the day, you have a purpose here. And for me to put you down for what you say, sometimes I might have to break someone down to build them back up. But when I'm speaking, it's always going to be on the truth. Our DNA, our RNA, genetics, where we come from, who we are. And I'm going to tell you the truth, point blank and simple, no bullshit. But hoping this video reaches someone, man. And I know if it's reaching the right person, you're here listening to me right now. Because I'm making longer videos on purpose. Because when certain people feel certain energy, they're attracted to it. Those are the kind of people that I made this channel for, man. It's the whole point of this shit. Is to reach a select few that need to hear this message. But like I said, for the main topic, you've always been cosmic intelligence. Always. And don't get me wrong, like I said earlier in the video, there's two different races of people on this planet. There's people who were basically created through gene splicing, which were the Nordics. What happened is the Nordics started splicing the Nordics genetics with with certain animals. However, some of these animals coincide with nature and have natural neuromelanin. So yes, there are this whole melanin carbonation topic, man, this shit gets fucked up. It really gets fucked up. And I feel like a lot of people don't dive into the specifics of it. And the only person I've seen that dived into the forensic, biological, deep information about your neuromelanin. People assume, okay, for example, when I was a baby, my mother said I was dark copper brown. I came out of the womb dark copper brown. And look at my beard hair. That was my skin color when I was born. 2 weeks later, after I get home from the hospital, I'm pale. Look like a freaking albino. So yeah, for people thinking that they ain't trying to fuck with your genetics in these hospitals, these are laboratories. You need to get that through your skull. These are not places for you. That's why when I had to go to the ER, I wasn't freaking out because I know that, like, they even tested me for corona and I tested negative. I just happened to test negative, even though I got my own theories on what these tests are for and what they're testing for. But I make that into another video if I feel like it. But they're doing shit to certain gods and goddesses on this planet, fucking with our appearance, fucking with our genetic coding, all types of shit. And like I said, no one can explain to me, no scientist, no biologist, no person, because I know that these people don't do intelligent research, how someone goes from being brown copper to pale in 2 weeks. And I had someone try to tell me, when black babies are born, they're born dark and they get lighter. Y'all got me fucked up. Y'all, people who don't do independent research and only go off of internal feelings or subjective opinions. Yeah, I'm sure that happens. But how the fuck am I gonna go from one complete skin color to the complete opposite? What I believe happened, all these babies in these hospitals, especially my parents, they were drug addicts, alcoholics. They probably didn't give a fuck what they shot up in me. And that probably gave them more opportunity. They read your natal chart when you get born. They know the time, place, they got all the information. They looked that shit up. Like, all right, this motherfucker's powerful. That's how this shit goes, man. That's how this shit goes. And I feel like I got some kind of shot that severely calcified my pineal gland. Like maybe large amounts of fluoride. Or some other chemical that we don't even fucking know. These people are very ahead of us in quote-unquote technology. But we're the technology. And what a lot of other people don't understand, and RFG spoke on this, melanin has to be activated. You can calcify your pineal gland and you will not be able to use your neuromelanin. This is a fact. If your pineal gland is calcified, you're basically dumbed down idiot. And that's why we have a bunch of zombies walking around. Even melanated gods and goddesses who don't know who the fuck they are. And it's fucked up. So, I never got out in the sun. Never. My whole life. I got really overweight. Really self-conscious. Never got out in the sun. I wore extra layers of clothing. Always wore sunglasses. Always wore hats. So that makes complete sense. And then as soon as I start getting in the sunlight, a couple months ago, maybe a year ago, I started getting darker. And darker, and darker, and darker. And if I'm out in the sun for hours and hours, and I can be out in the sun. I've been out in the sun straight up for 6 hours straight. And I feel like a charged fucking battery. So, if you believe skin color is what determines who the fuck you are, you're still on this 3D shit. White, black, brown, yellow don't matter. Who the fuck do you come from? Who are your ancestors? So yeah, we are the higher intelligence, guys. Stop caring so much about what other people are saying. Yes, you need to do research through certain videos. It's good. You need to do independent research. And that doesn't mean Google. Independent research, ask questions, get into deep meditation. If you're unsure about something, meditate on it. You'll always have the answers. You just gotta look hard enough. Don't give up. You're not crazy. You're just waking up. Love you guys. Hope y'all find what you're looking for. I'll have another video out within the next 2 days. Just see what's going on with me and my girlfriend and what we got to get done. Still got to, unfortunately, make money. I'm doing little jobs here and there. Little physical labor jobs. I'm used to doing that shit. But I know I'm going to get provided everything I need to. As long as I'm on the path. Don't get it fucked up. Like I said, you can get all the shit you want. just for the universe to take that shit all away from you, make an example out of it, teach you a lesson. You don't have to go through that though. Live in alignment with your purpose. Look at your regrets. Look at the choices you made and where it led you. That's your guide. All right, I'm gonna get off here. I'm heading home. Knock out the rest of this workout. All right, peace, love, and light to all the gods and goddesses of planet Kai. And for all other races, I send you peace, love, and healing energy. Have a great day.